Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tablemon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off.
Tablemon.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you are live with me today, thanks so much for hanging out. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember that I am giving out a code in every single video, no matter which one it is. Therefore, you just need to leave a comment, leave a like, and be subscribed to the channel, and you'll have a chance at winning a code. Orbeetle VMAX, the new powerful grass type VMAX. How playable it is, but probably not going to be super playable. I think this is going to have the exact same issue as the previous deck, where we struggled against any Crushing Hammer head flips. It feels like your deck needs something against Crushing Hammers, otherwise you're really going to struggle in this format. So Orbeetle VMAX with its Ear Beam attack will be able to place damage counters on all of your opponent's Pokemon as long as it's active, and you can use this multiple times per turn. So that is why we have switches, air balloons, and Bird Keeper, so that we can potentially add 30 extra damage each and every turn to start applying pressure. We also have Roxie and Weezing to make sure that we can place extra damage counters to our opponent's Pokemon, and we even have Zigzagoon and Scoop Up Nets to go with the damage counter placement theme. Now, our attack G-Max Wave does 50 damage plus 50 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So we're going to be dealing some sort of amount that's dependent on our opponent. Usually it's going to be within the 150 to 200 range, which is enough to 2KO along with our ability. So I think it's going to be okay. The issue is when we don't have boss and our opponent promotes something like an energy-less Crobat or Dedenne, then our damage output will be very underwhelming at that point. Yeah, we have Jirachi Engine along with Crobat, Eldegoss, and Dedenne for support. We have Roxie, Marnie, Bird Keeper, and Boss. No research this time around. We'll see if that ends up working out, or if we do need the big dig of the research. We have Quick Balls and Pokecoms to search for the Orbeetle VMAXs and anything else we might need. We have the new Aromatic Energy, so we won't have to worry about paralyzing from Raichu or any weird confusion or sleeping stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically the deck. Capture Energy helps a little with the consistency of the deck. And so let's give it a try. Yeah, there's other versions of Orbeetle that might be worth it to be tried, such as Sableye with Orbeetle, such as Ampharos V with Orbeetle. I will get to those eventually, but just pure focus on the VMAX is what I wanted to do for this first day of the Vivid Voltage VMAXs. Sparty Pants, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the grass decks. Hopefully this one works out decently well. A quick ball off of this Delwish would be very appreciated. That way we would get turned to Orbeetle, right? Even a Pokecom, right? So we have quite a few good cards. Well, we're up against a fire deck, so we're definitely not going to win this match. We're definitely not going to be winning against Baby Blounce with our Orbeetle VMAX deck. I certainly do not expect to be winning that, but I mean, we're going to try, right? We are going to try, that's for certain. No Crushing Hammers, hopefully, though. At least we can sleep peacefully knowing that there will probably not be any Crushing Hammers being flipped this match. Okay. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch into the Zigzagoon, and I'm gonna pass. I can Crobat this turn for 3, but I feel like using Crobat for 5 next turn or 4 will be a little stronger, right? Aromatic is great on Weakness Guard. Well, the thing is, you do need Grass Energy, Sparty Pants. So Aromatic is a Grass Energy. If you play weak, like it would be, maybe you play Weakness Guard over Capture Energy, but like if you think about it, that's just not gonna be enough to beat the fire decks, right? Like not having fire weakness means Baby Blacevla needs a couple more energy to 1KO you. That's not a big deal. You'll still get run over by Scentiscorch. So I don't know. My first thought, yeah, instead of trying to immediately tech for cards or decks, it's like, I know I have fire weakness. My first goal is to make the deck consistent. Once the deck is consistent, then you start working towards, well, what tech cards should I use in the deck, okay? But the first focus is getting the deck to work. After it's working, then you start focusing on, okay, maybe I need to tech for this, or maybe I need to tech for this other thing, you know? But the first initial thought should never be towards like, how do I protect from fire decks when we don't even know if the deck will work at all, you know? We don't even know if the deck will work at all. So this is an issue. We're only dealing 50 damage to Blacephalon. That is honestly pretty pathetic. I do have the Bird Keeper. I could also Roxie for 1 damage counter. I don't think that is worth it. So I'm gonna Bird Keeper, switch into Orbeetle. I could die next turn. I feel like I have to take the risk. I'm gonna Eerie Beam, play some damage counters, and then just attack for 50, I guess. I wish VMAX Wave did some damage to the bench. Yeah, only 50 damage, that's so underwhelming. That is actually so underwhelming. I wish my opponent had attached energy to the active as well. Alright. Sí, Curi. Definitivamente no es un match en el cual te va a ir bien. Aún con las weakness card. Some sort of water backup attacker? No, Lee Neptune. They're attaching 1 energy per turn, that does not work. No, that absolutely does not work. You need to play like 3 Tapu Finis if you really wanted to counter this. But I will mention again, yeah, the purpose of building this deck is not to just immediately beat Baby Blacephalon and Fire decks, right? Because this deck probably doesn't beat many other decks anyways. Yeah, the whole idea behind this, the whole point of this is to make sure that the deck works. The deck can do something, right? So far, it got turned to Orbeetle attacking. Like, that's fairly decent, right? That is certainly fairly decent. And we're also going to deny my opponent's hand with the Marnie. So far, it's working, yeah? I'll worry about, like, if this becomes the best deck ever, and all of a sudden the only reason why this deck is not working properly is because I'm losing so much to fire decks, okay, then I'll consider, yeah? I'll consider the fire decks, yeah, the weakness card energies. But right now my focus is on consistency, okay? All right, hopefully that Marnie will prevent another KO, right? That would be fantastic. I feel like I'm gonna bench this guy. Like, my hand is not great, but I also don't need much else. And next turn I could get a double Eerie Beam by just normally retreating, right? And I have triple VMAX, so that's nice. That is nice. It's too bad, like, it's just 10 damage counters or 1 damage counter extra is not a lot, right? It's just not a lot. It really isn't. My opponent, I think, is correctly not attaching energies, right? But at least now, if he gets a knockout, I get a return KO. So we're getting somewhere. We're doing something. It's gonna be really weird if with Orbeetle VMAX we end up beating Baby Blacephalon. I don't expect that to happen, but it could. Unfortunate that we didn't get much going. There's the welder. Yeah, so now my opponent gets going. He needs 5 energy total to KO me, and he has nothing in the discard pile. That's a Ricordo, so that's a very lucky Great Ball for him. Goody goody, because there are things that increase retreat costs. Yeah. There are things that increase retreat costs, like Galar Mine and stuff. On your basic Pokemon, you won't always have Air Balloon here. It's like, it's not guaranteed that, like U-turn board, it's like, sure, you get it back, and then what? You know, like, you attach it to something else. The games don't last long enough to the point where you'll be able to, like, outright use the U-turn board multiple times, you know? And there we go, yeah. We Martied our opponent to 4 cards, and then he completely recovered. We got a KO, but, like, I'm not gonna win this, yeah. Why Air Balloon? I feel like Air Balloon is just better. Yeah, reducing 2 is better than reducing 1. It's as simple as that to me. Oh, that's a mistake. I should have promoted this guy. That is a mistake. I should have promoted that guy. That is a mistake. I should have promoted that guy. Okay, I'll just attach this. Okay, I do have... I feel like I go Eldegoss Marnie. I mean, with Giant Hearth and these two guys, he's not gonna whiff, right? I'm super dead, but it's what I have to do, I guess. Okay, so I did get a switch. That's cool, I guess. I'll Eerie Beam. Like, this is a cool ability, right? Ooh, I'm putting so many damage counters. And so what? They're not netting me KOs at all. They're not helping me in achieving any sort of KOs at all. So it's like, on paper, it looks like a really cool card. In practice, that damage just does nothing. That damage does absolutely nothing. Like, yeah, this damage just does absolutely nothing. Or it's not doing anything in this matchup, and it does nothing in this matchup, and in any matchup really. Like, when things have 300 HP, what is 10 damage, you know? Yeah, if the attack was something like Sableye, then this deck would be potentially the best deck in the format, for sure. Alright, so I'm gonna just save myself the misery of getting blown up by Baby Blacephalon. So maybe, yeah, the focus should be on Sableye. Yeah, combining Orbeetle with Sableye, that might be the way to go. You know, that might be the way to go. Yeah, Sparty Pants. Maybe Orbeetle should just take a backseat. It should never be attacking, and this should just be focused on Sableye and having Bede and having turbo patches and just focusing on that. That generally might be the better approach for this. Okay, my opponent decides to immediately concede. My hand sucked, so I probably didn't have much of a chance, but hey, we'll take it. We will take it. And yeah, it's like, do you really want to set up a VMAX? Lee Neptune has a point, right? If you're using Orbeetle to put damage counters for Sableye, well, why aren't you using just like 4 Zigzagoons, Scoop Up Nets, and Roxie, right? And save yourself the 3 prize liability, right? So yeah, right there, you see how Orbeetle is just not a very good card overall, you know? Because there's no synergy between its attack and its ability, right? Eternatus is a very good card because there's so much synergy between its attack and its ability. That's why it's really good. So yeah, why Air Balloon over Escape board, like, or U-turn board? The U-turn board is gonna be irrelevant most of the time. Yeah, it's generally gonna be irrelevant most of the time. And in terms of like it going back to your hand and you getting another use out of it, when you have 4 switches, 4 Bird Keepers, 4 Scoop Up Nets, whereas Air Balloon can help protect you from things that increase the retreat cost. Yeah, so that would be the reasoning for Air Balloon. All right, please do not play. Please do not play. One Mimikyu could be good to just completely shut off Mewtwo decks, I guess. And I forgot what I was saying. One Mimikyu could be good to completely shut off Mewtwo decks and make them auto wins, I guess. But yeah, overall, I don't know. Bench sniping is coming back into fashion with Orbeetle and Dragapult. I would say if it's gonna make a comeback, it's gonna be with Orbeetle VMAX and the telescopic thingy. That's bench sniping. Doing 10 damage with Orbeetle VMAX, that's not bench sniping. Yeah, that is like borderline just pathetic bench sniping. Alright, my opponent also is playing fires, right? So if he benches Reshizzard, we just lose basically. Sean, I disagree, they don't all play in DDV. If you look at the recently successful Mewtwo decks, none of them play in DDV. Yeah, in the metagame, none of them are playing in DDV, so I disagree with that assessment that in DDV. And okay, so in DDV removes 2 damage counters. The whole point of this deck is that it's placing so many damage counters, right? All the time. So you would definitely be able to have more than 2 damage counters on Mewtwo, so Indeedee will not be able to heal enough damage counters in time, right? Or that would be my expectations, my expectation at least. Okay, so let's start getting damage down. I priced 2 Orbeetle VMAXs, no wonder why I didn't draw any. So I'm gonna switch, and I'm gonna do this, and then I'll use Eerie Beam. So like, if I had a Mimikyu, I attack him, how does Indeedee help him? Yeah, Ivan, oh, I need to go get some water, I'll go get some water. Yeah, but Indeedee, not only is it not played, it's not a good answer because you'll have more than plenty damage. Alright. A card like Lele to move damage counters, yeah. Oh my god, I died. Oh, I died. I died. That is a dead Mewtwo? No, that is a dead Orbeetle. It's the Orbeetle that died. Okay, well. Yeah, Churtis is completely OP for sure. For sure. Okay, I have 1 Orbeetle VMAX left in the deck. Sure, I'll grab the Pokemon that gets me the Orbeetle VMAX. And then I pass. This is where he goes boss, attach, or just boss to remove my special energy. No, the Neptune. It's just, it's not that, like, the card is just not good. Yeah, it's not the standard format. The card is just not good. You know? Well, there's the boss. If he plays the boss and removes my special... Oh no, he just kills me with the Reshizzard. Yeah, I'm dead. This deck is just not good. Yeah, this deck is just absolutely, simply not good. You know? That's a reality. You know? There's no synergy between the ability and the attack. There's no support for it. This deck is just not good. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, this is a big spoiler of Vivid Voltage. The set is not very good. The set, competitively wise, is not very good. Yeah. Now we're up against another fire deck, so... Like, in general, this set is just not very good at all. But here we are, we're discovering it. Copy-paste Sable attack on Orbeetle. Yeah, that would be the ideal. Okay, we're up against Charizard. We're gonna get so wrecked, but I guess we'll see Charizard in action, right? Let's see Charizard in action. Okay, I'm just gonna bench. Like, this is a match where if you get really lucky, maybe you can get multiple prize cards with Orbeetle and the Roxies and stuff like that. But this set is fun, yeah. It's fun, it's just not very good. Yeah, and even Colossal. The Colossal is probably the best deck from Vivid Voltage, and it being the best deck it felt underwhelming. Yeah, I've played 5 games with Colossal. I have not tested Colossal thoroughly. My build is probably not the most optimal by any sort of means, but the card itself is very underwhelming. If you're not hitting for weakness, the card itself is very underwhelming. Like, think about Dragapult. Yeah, 130 damage right now is a 3-hit KO against VMAXs. That's the damage output of Colossal most of the time. Yeah, 130 is the damage output of Colossal most of the time. Okay, I'm gonna Still Wish. Nice. That's really good. Now I get to Roxie for 2 damage counters. In a magical world, I can actually KO that Charmander this turn. In a very magical world, though. You may switch this. Oh, okay, so I can attack. Nice. Oh, but you have grass resistance. Oh, no, you don't have grass resistance. Okay. The magical world did not happen. Yeah, Sean, that is completely true. Yeah, that is actually completely true. Those decks feel or sound better than all the others. Okay, I'll bench this and then I'll pass. I put the thing here because if I get 2 VMAXs and like I always promote this and then I can go ability, retreat ability. I might, like if he doesn't evolve the Charmander, I might try to go after it, right? I might try to go after it. Bichojón, cuando sale un nuevo set, nunca compro cajas, yo nunca compro producto cerrado, siempre compro cartas sueltas. Y ¿cómo determino cuánto dinero invertir? Invierto lo que sea necesario para tener 4 copias o 3 copias de las cartas que son competitivas. Así es como lo decido. Entonces, en promedio me gasto como 200 o 250 dólares, pero compro las cartas que son competitivamente viables. Eso es lo que hago. No compro producto cerrado porque nunca, aunque solo que compres 12 cajas, te va a salir todo lo que necesitas para armar cualquier deck. Entonces, así es como lo determino. Yeah, I'll be playing Donphan Spiritomb probably tomorrow. And Whimsicott Gardevoir. Or just a straight Whimsicott sounds pretty good as well. Gengar guy. I guess it was correct. It's just I was thinking of the switch to like recycle. To like recycle or use Orbeetle VMAX's attack more. I mean ability more than once. That was sort of my train of thought. Okay, there's no Leon. Oh, but he hits 100 base damage, never mind. Never mind. We're in trouble here. And it's just, in this deck you definitely expect the Scoop Up Nets, right? So I'm not so sure. That 20 damage, wasting a switch that could be used for more damage. I don't know. Technically, maybe it was correct. I'm not so sure that will actually make a difference at all though. Scoop Up Net gone, that's good. Lots of Charmanders on the bench. Lots and lots of Charmanders on the bench. Okay, so I think I'm gonna promote Jirachi here. No, I'm gonna promote this because I think I just Marnie. I mean that's decent. Yeah, I'll start spreading damage. This guy has 2 energy, so I hit it for 150. So I could actually just KO the Charizard if I just find a VMAX and an energy. If I just find VMAX and energy, I get a KO. Can I do it though? Oh, there's a VMAX, right? There's 2 VMAXs. So I get 2 damage counters. Is that my play? Yes, that's my play. I get 2 VMAXs and I quick ball 4 Crobats. Looking for an energy. Alright. And then quick ball for Crobats or whatever's available. Yeah, Crobats. Alright, 1 energy. Please, deck. Just 1 energy. Be nice. Okay, well, almost didn't work out, but works out. So, Eerie Beam, 10 damage on everyone. And then we retreat, and Eerie Beam, 10 damage on everyone. And then we go G-Max Wave, KO. Alright. Not a bad spot to be in. Not a bad spot to be in. That's for sure. And I have these extra switches for more damage with other Orbeetle VMAXs. So that 20 damage, like a switch is almost equivalent to 60 or 50 damage, right? So doing 20 to the active, I don't know, maybe. Maybe there was merit, maybe not. Perhaps, yeah. Okay, so my opponent needs Welder plus Rare Candy plus Charizard. Oh my god. Just has the raw Rare Candy Charizard after Marnie? What the heck? Okay, she's down 2 Welders. Please don't get Welder. And 2 Fires, please. Raw Rare Candy. Oh my god. She has it. She absolutely has it. Come on, I Marnied you. You had 30 cards in your deck. What the heck? What the heck? What? What? I mean, I understand Orbeetle is bad, but why do my opponents have to draw perfectly? I mean, like, I was heavily unfavored. How do you get Rare Candy Charizard Welder raw? She didn't even promote the Jirachi. Rare Candy Charizard Welder raw when there's 2 Welders in the discard pile. I mean, this is Vivid Voltage though. Vivid Voltage is just not a good set. Okay, I am done with Orbeetle VMAX. It's just putting me in a bad mood. Not that Pikachu, Darmanitan, or Aegislash are gonna put me in a better mood, because we're not gonna win a lot with those decks. But I will be back with Pikachu after this commercial break.